Have you ever picked up an old camera and wondered what it would be like if it suddenly received all the technology of a brand new flagship model? Imagine taking a camera from 2012 and somehow transforming it into a machine that feels like it belongs in 2026. It sounds impossible, but today we're going to explore exactly that idea with one of Nikon's most legendary cameras ever made, the Nikon D4. The Nikon D4 isn't just another old DSLR. It's a camera that helped define professional photography for an entire generation. Built for speed, reliability, and performance, it became the trusted companion of sports photographers, wildlife shooters, and photojournalists around the world. Even today, many photographers still admire its rugged build, incredible ergonomics, and dependable image quality. But in a world dominated by mirrorless cameras, AI autofocus, and 8K video, can the Nikon D4 still compete? More importantly, could a secret update make it feel like a modern 2026 camera? When the D4 first arrived in 2012, it represented the very best Nikon had to offer. Its 16.2 megapixel full-frame sensor delivered stunning image quality, especially in low light. The autofocus system was among the fastest available, and its rapid burst shooting capabilities made it the ultimate tool for capturing fast-moving action. Whether photographers were covering the Olympics, documenting wildlife in Africa, or reporting from conflict zones, the D4 proved itself time and time again. One of the reasons photographers continue to love the D4 is because of how it feels in the hand. Modern cameras often focus on being smaller and lighter, but the D4 was designed without compromise. The deep grip, weather-sealed body, and intuitive control layout made it a camera professionals could use all day without hesitation. Even today, many photographers consider it one of the most comfortable cameras Nikon has ever built. However, technology has advanced significantly since the D4's release. Modern cameras now feature advanced AI-powered autofocus systems capable of recognizing people, birds, animals, vehicles, and even aircraft. They can track subjects across the frame with remarkable accuracy. Compared to these modern systems, the D4's autofocus, while still excellent, begins to show its age. Resolution is another area where time has moved on. The D4's 16.2 megapixel sensor was impressive in 2012, but today's professional cameras commonly offer 24, 45, or even 60 megapixels. Higher resolution gives photographers more flexibility for cropping and allows for larger, more detailed prints. While image quality is about more than megapixels, there's no denying that modern sensors provide advantages that the D4 simply cannot match. Video is perhaps where the gap becomes even more obvious. Full HD video recording was a major feature when the D4 launched, but content creators today expect 4K, 6K, and even 8K recording. Modern cameras also offer advanced color profiles, superior autofocus during video, and stabilization systems that make handheld shooting easier than ever. Speaking of stabilization, the D4 lacks one feature that has become standard on many modern cameras: in-body image stabilization. Today's photographers can shoot at slower shutter speeds and capture smoother video thanks to sensor shift stabilization technology. It's one of those features that many users don't realize they need until they've experienced it. But let's imagine for a moment that Nikon decided to do something extraordinary. Let's imagine the company released a dream update for the D4 in 2026. The first thing photographers would likely want is a brand new sensor. Imagine replacing the original 16.2 megapixel sensor with a modern 36 or 45 megapixel full-frame sensor while maintaining excellent low-light performance. Suddenly, the D4 would become far more versatile for commercial work, wildlife photography, and landscape photography. Next would be autofocus. Imagine if Nikon borrowed the autofocus technology from its latest mirrorless cameras and somehow integrated it into the D4. Eye autofocus, bird detection, animal recognition, and intelligent subject tracking would completely transform the shooting experience. Sports and wildlife photographers would gain capabilities that were once unimaginable on a DSLR. Video would also receive a major upgrade. Internal 4K recording, better dynamic range, improved codecs, and modern autofocus performance would allow creators to use the D4 for both photography and filmmaking. It would become a true hybrid camera capable of meeting modern content creation demands. Connectivity would also need attention. Built-in Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, wireless file transfers, smartphone integration, and cloud connectivity would bring the D4 into today's connected photography world. These features may seem ordinary now, but they dramatically improve workflow efficiency. Perhaps the most exciting idea is a hybrid DSLR and mirrorless design. Imagine keeping the beautiful optical viewfinder while gaining access to mirrorless style features such as subject recognition, live exposure previews, and electronic shooting modes. It would combine the best aspects of two different generations of camera technology. Unfortunately, reality isn't quite that simple. Most of these upgrades would require entirely new hardware. A firmware update can improve performance and add functionality, but it can't physically replace a sensor, add stabilization hardware, or create new processing capabilities that the camera wasn't designed to support. That doesn't mean software couldn't make a difference. A major firmware update could improve autofocus behavior, optimize battery performance, refine menus, and enhance compatibility with newer accessories. These improvements might not turn the D4 into a 2026 flagship camera, but they could make it feel more polished and enjoyable to use. Another fascinating possibility is the role of the photography community. Around the world, enthusiasts continue to find creative ways to extend the life of older technology. While custom firmware projects are more common in other areas of technology, it's exciting to imagine what could happen if a dedicated community focused on unlocking additional potential from the Nikon D4. The truth is that the Nikon D4 doesn't need to become a modern mirrorless camera to remain relevant. Its legendary build quality, outstanding reliability, and timeless shooting experience are qualities that many photographers still value today. While newer cameras may offer more advanced features, few can replicate the confidence and durability that made the D4 such an icon. Maybe the real secret update isn't a firmware patch or a hardware upgrade. Maybe it's simply appreciating what made the D4 special in the first place. Great cameras aren't remembered because they had the highest megapixel count or the most advanced autofocus system. They're remembered because they helped photographers capture unforgettable moments and tell powerful stories. The Nikon D4 has already achieved that legacy, and that's something no software update can improve upon. So what do you think? If Nikon could release one final dream update for the D4, what feature would you want the most? Would it be modern autofocus, 4K video, a higher resolution sensor, or something completely different? Let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoy discussions about cameras, photography history, and the future of imaging technology, make sure to subscribe to Behind the Lens. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.